The Centennial is a very special moment in Fontbonne's history. The passion of the sisters who founded Fontbonne and their dedication to educating originally women and then men and women. The Centennial also speaks to how they've been able to meet the needs of the community. They're always thinking about, what does the world need?
The history of it alone, is just so epic to me, and just to be a part of it is amazing.
We're so blessed to celebrate our centennial this year, 100 years of educating young women and then young men here in the St. Louis area. Fontbonne is really dedicated to service, and it's really at the core of who we are. And I think that's so because the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet always talk about serving the dear neighbor in need without distinction.
When I think of the history of the Sisters of St. Joseph, I really think of God's divine providence, because God intervened at so many places in our history and sent us the right people at the right time. So here we sit tonight, 373 years later. Way back in 1650, there was a Jesuit named Jean-Pierre Médaille. Yes, Médaille Hall, you all know that. Jean-Pierre Médaille had this crazy idea back in 1650 that women should do all they were capable of doing. So the Sisters of St. Joseph, if not the first, were surely one of the first that were apostolic. Up until that time, any woman who entered religious life had to enter a monastery and stay behind a grill. But we were formed to do service. We were formed to go out and take care of the people. That's our gift, to take care of every dear neighbor without distinction. And we went out and we took care of the people. So in 1836, they landed in New Orleans, came up the river to the village of Carondelet.
The Sisters of St. Joseph, came here in 1836, so they had a pretty good start on schools. And they were Europeans, they were French women. They were looking for education for women. And so the courses were designed for women's intellectual development as well as their development as women. And they talked about it for a number of years before they finally got enough financing to get going on it. And kept on building until they had a 4-year college underway, all women. And they used courses that were quite useful, secretarial kind of things, but also math and language and so on. There is a picture of the first class, 9 women and 9 faculty members.
It warms my heart to know that so much good, so much education, so much social justice, so much goodness. And the university, the college first and now the university, grew and grew and grew. And as they say, the rest is history.
I like to think about our students as being the living legacy of the institution and of the Sisters ministry, because ultimately, if we do our jobs right, these students will graduate and go out into the world determined to make a difference.
The sisters have such a dedication to diversity and equity and belonging that you feel that in the environment.
We have to continue to uphold the value for academic excellence and for the dignity of all people as central values in what we do. And that forces us to grow. It causes us to really engage the world, and we learn from our students because we see the way in which what we're teaching is playing out in their lives.
they really care about their students. Like, they'll go above and beyond to do anything, and I've witnessed that firsthand. It's family oriented. If you need help, they are willing to help you. Definitely just experiencing the help from everywhere and not being worried about being judged or anything. So I definitely look forward to the future, to seeing what Fontbonne has in store for me.
When you come to a place like Fontbonne where there's a small student-faculty ratio, and you're never going to get lost in the crowd, but someone will know if you're in need, I think it's a place where you not only get a great education, but you grow as a person. And you have lots of opportunities to develop in ways that sometimes at a larger institution are just lost to students.
I just hope to see us continue educating students and improving the St. Louis community and beyond.
We uphold a high level of academic excellence here, and certainly that's been the tradition at Fontbonne. And I think our future really lies in maintaining a sense of bringing the best out of students.
All we can do is pray that God will send us the right people at the right time, the right leaders, the right benefactors, the right creative faculty and staff. They are the future. They're the ones forging every day, coming to work and doing the work that needs to be done. They exist in the now, but there is no future without a now and committed people who are determined to be open to new things and to bring us into that future.